Ha! Video? I don't know what those are. What's a video? I have not seen, heard, nor tasted one before. Oh, hi. I guess this kind of counts as a video, so I guess I might as well finish so I don't look stupid. Hi, people of the internet, Anime Addiction 00 here from obvious absences and whatnot, and I get sick a lot more than I used to. Anyway, enough of that excuse-sounding crap. It's Halloween weekend already, and I don't know if I'll really have time to scour my Steam library to find something that's more creepy or Halloweeny that I can actually handle, because I am super chicken, I guess, is the only thing I can think of right now. So I've just been starting to play Path of Exile recently, so I'm just gonna show a little bit of that, and I'm just going to tell you right now, I am very noobly and I won't have much of my own tips to give or anything like that, even though I'm, you know, not pro whatsoever in other games and I do it anyway, so I don't know, maybe I still will. Anyway, let's just log in here to Path of Exile, and let's look at this character stuff right here. The one thing I've seen about the developers is that they were actually hardcore gamers themselves, and that's what made them like almost like their super love project of sorts. Okay, not really the right way to put it, but you know, they're very passionate about it and they want it to be good. And judging by the very consistent positive reviews on Steam, I guess they've really held up to it, and they really don't want to make it pay to win, which is a problem that many free-to-play MMOs have. But since I didn't even say what kind of thing it is, even though you probably don't need me to tell you because it's very popular, it's like a Diablo kind of style, hacky slashy action MMORPG, isometric top-down camera view and such, which, and also gore and blood, so just a warning if you don't really want to see that. It's not really, you know, probably as bad as some other games because the details will be small, but you know, there might be some disturbing monsters and such, which... Anyway, yes, back to characters. The one thing about this is that it kind of does suck that there are preset characters. I mean, I guess you call it gender locked, but each person has their own story, so I guess that's fine with that. Anyway, let's take a look at some of these. Let's click create, and here you can even pick different game modes. Like you can pick standard, the default game mode, and you can pick hardcore, and a character killed in hardcore becomes a standard character. So I guess the hardcore mode won't stay if you die. I'm not really sure what that means, per se. Like I said, I don't really know too much, so I'm just kind of rambling. And I'll show you a little bit of gameplay, and that's pretty much it. I just thought I might kind of fit the Halloween theme-ish thing, because it's a very dark environment, and, you know, some violence, I guess? Sure. Anyway, you also have a mode called Essence. Release and slay trapped monsters for valuable essences which can be used to reforge items. This is the default Path of Exile League. So apparently you can do challenge leagues. These challenge leagues are the ideal place to play Path of Exile on a fresh economy. You can complete challenges to win prizes. So honestly, I see no reason to really do standard mode, just because it seems more enticing or something interesting. There's also hardcore essence, release and slay trap monsters. But then this is pretty much the hardcore mode. If you're killed in hardcore essence mode, they become a standard character. So I wonder if that means you lose all your fancy stuff. I'm not really sure. Again, I haven't really tested too much out. So back to create, just pick whatever, because I can't move on without that. And here we can see our preset character type of things. Like, you don't really customize their appearance even whatsoever, other than the gear you find as you play. And each one is also a preset class.
Wept and bled for God and the Order. I would have died.
It is very impressive, though, that I think this wasn't very a big developed title. I want to say it was kind of indie. I could be wrong, though. That it's actually filled with voice work. Every single NPC I have encountered so far has had voice work, and it's actually pretty good. Though, of course, with me babbling over, you may not hear it, but, you know. Anyway, here we have a Templar who was very devoted to his devotion and religion, and then he was exiled to raid class, a very depressing, dark place. And pretty much Path of Exile, you know, all of your characters for some reason or another are on this boat, and they were exiled to this raid class land.
I would have kept
and I guess you try to make ends meet as you go there. Like, I probably won't make a new character, I'll probably use the one I already used, but, you know, spoiler alert, that you kind of survive a boat crash or overboard fall thing, and then your adventure starts from there. Anyway, you got... I forgot to say that this guy, the first guy, was a Templar, so he probably has some self-heals or support and also some, like, upfront mace capabilities, but you can also see how in-depth the character creation is once I get to it. He's called the Shadow, so he's probably dual-wielding assassin-y, at least at first by default. He could have other playstyles. The Marauder,
I am a warrior.
Probably Berserker, Strongman... Well, not strongman, I guess you could say that. Anyway, just Berserker strong kind of character, two-handed weapons probably. The Ranger, which I already have, very agile, mostly focused on ranged, at least when you start, because I did notice.
Every creature has a birth-given right to live.
I did notice differences later, but I'll show you that once I get to it. Duelist, which I guess is mostly one-handed sword fighting and mostly focusing on evasion and finesse instead of taking hits. And then you have the spellcaster, the Witch, who uses more dark-oriented spells and whatnot.
Had they not taken my home with fire, I would not have taken their children.
She sounds really young, like
now I'm banished
like
to
14?
I've heard the dark rumors.
Anyway, that doesn't matter too much. Let's just go on to my Ranger character. And I'll show you some basic bits of gameplay. Again, I am very sorry that I don't really have much to say in terms of this. Left click to move. You can just click once or just hold it to go around, you know, in a circle, I guess, like I am, just because I like to make myself dizzy. And then right click isn't really used for much except for what you assign to a skill. Now, skills in this game are different because you don't learn them upon leveling up. You actually learn them by finding or purchasing skill gems and embedding them into your equipment. So let's just go into inventory I, and here's where you can see the colored gem slots. You can only put the skill gem in. Sorry about that, it spiked, so hopefully it didn't cut out too much. It was running smoothly before. Anyway, skill gems, you can see what colored gemstones you need to put in there for what kind of skill. So I would need a blue one and a green one to fit into that one, so you might want to keep spare weapons or armor in case you don't have the gem you want, or just find, I think, transmutation shards, I'm not sure. And also, just while I'm, oh wait, let me see, just while I'm right here. Nope, transmutation upgrades a normal item to a magic item, augmentation, nope. No, not that one either. Which one is it? Okay, that one. The chromatic orb reforges the color of sockets on an item. So you can do that to try and gamble and get, you know, this actual sockets that you want, or if you have this space in your stash over here, you can try to keep spare weapons that maybe have different slots if you want. Because honestly, weapons don't rarely have super rare properties on their own, and you usually end up using it by collecting shards of these specific orbs and items, and once you collect a certain amount of their stack, it will turn into that actual usable item. That's actually a different way of currency in this game, because instead of using like the traditional gold, silver, copper, gems, what have you, you actually trade scraps of scrolls of wisdom, which are used to buy most of the items in these stores, but sometimes they also use the special things like the alteration or transmutation. For example, right here, a large life flask, if I didn't already have one, would cost 3 scrolls of wisdom, and I have 20, so I would be good. But these ones are more expensive, and they cost an orb of transmutation. I could afford it, but it's more, you know, more of a rare type of thing. So that's pretty much the currency that you trade on and off from collecting the shards and selling things. So I will sell these random things I found in a dungeon before, because I think I'm good here. Well, that has more evasion rating, so honestly that's probably better, but I already upgraded that one. So actually, I wonder if I could just make it... I like the energy shield though, so maybe I'll just keep that for later. Anyway, here I'm just going to sell some of these, and here you can see I so far get a scroll fragment, and I just need 5 to become a scroll of wisdom. So I have a nail fist, 3 life gain for each enemy hit by attacks. That's actually really cool, but I don't think I really need that. So put that there, I get another scrap, sell that. Another thing about the Diablo style gameplay, I mean, it could exist in like other games that aren't Diablo, or Diablo clones per se, but This grid-based inventory system, I usually don't like it because you just fill up way too fast. But I'm kind of a hoarder, so I guess that's my own fault. And now I almost had enough to get a new scroll if I just sold those boots, but I'm being very stingy. And I'll just put those in here if I choose to take those instead. Alright, so let's actually look at some of the things you have here. I already showed you some inventory. You can see your character screen and all the stats that you have. You can see your intelligence, strength, and dexterity. For every 1 you get 2 accuracy, for every 5 an extra 1% evasion. Maybe I should go somewhere there's not as many players. The effects are kind of making it lag spike once in a while. So I'm just going to stay over here in this corner by this torch because it's cold and rainy. So yes, you can see your stats here for all of the things. Like number of arrows to fire, if you get mana on kills, if you get the modifiers, chance to hit, attacks per second, all these percentages and all this stuff to make you happy if you love these stat things. You can also see the skills that you have assigned to your I can't think of the words today. Assigned to your quick hotkey bars. Hotkey bars, yes, that's the thing. So yes, you have your default attack, which is left click usually. I guess you could remap that if you wanted. I have shrapnel shot, which can fire an arrow which pierces through enemies, fires with such force that it emits a burst of lightning, damages enemies in a cone and right in front of me. It also has a chance to paralyze maybe because of lightning damage or not, I'm not sure. I have elemental hit, which just fires 1 arrow and will randomly choose any of the elements. Like 6 to 11 fire damage, cold, or lightning damage. The damage effect actually is random. And also 9 to 24 physical damage, and 10% should cause a status effect depending which element was used. Burning arrow to burn, ice shot to slow them down with ice damage, siege ballista, which is kind of like a summon to help me out, and split arrow for a whole crap ton of enemies that come at me at once, and that does happen a lot, so I found that useful. And here is where this game is, oh my god, overwhelmed, what the heck. Your passive skill tree, which you do put points into when you level up. This monster right here. Oh my gosh. This. Just this. Oh my god, wow. So I probably stared at it for a good 5 minutes when I came back to playing, because I only played it for 2 hours before I started playing again, and it still overwhelmed me just as much. So yeah, there's quite a lot of points. I don't really think it's possible to fill out a lot of it. I mean, I don't think the level cap would be that high unless you probably get points from like challenges and whatnot or something. But yes, if you look at your mapping, just not too far out so you don't overwhelm yourself, you can kind of plan ahead and see what you want. Like I can pick more evasion and more life, a whole bunch of it down here, or physical attack damage, but I went to choose more dexterity because I figured that's the most helpful for an archer. But then I looked down here, and if I go along this strength path here, which aren't really any prerequisites for it, you can just go whichever path you want. As far as I can tell, I haven't seen any prerequisites, like you must have like Aspect of the Links before you can get weapon artistry. I haven't really seen anything like that, so you just go whichever way you like. And you can get some refund points, and you can just keep them here in your like skill tree stash, sort of. Like I got it from a quest and I thought I'd have to use it right away, but they just kind of stay here until you choose to use it. Anyway, babbling a lot. By variety, I mean if you look at your skill mapping stuff here, you don't have to always be restricted to what it kind of starts out with the playstyle. Like I thought I would only have bows, but if I look here, not there. Shoot, where was it? Here we go. Here you can actually get claw, dagger, and swords critical strike chance. Twin terrors, 75% increased critical chance when dual wielding. So you do get like more options for that, and with certain quests that you complete during the start, you can also, as long as you have the stats for it, you can receive those quest skill gems, so you can get like physical related, like physical melee skill gems. And also you can just simply buy them from the lady up here.
Can I help?
Purchase items. And then number 2, and all of her skill gems are here. And she also has the Viper Strike, Duration, Melee, Chaos, Stats Effects. So yeah, you got quite a lot of choices here. Again, sorry you're not really seeing much of combat right now, but when I'm starting to fight, I probably won't remember to say much, so I'm just gonna get something here. So apparently there's these challenges here. You'll earn an essence microtransaction for every 12 challenges you complete, so you'll get fancy essences even just for not actually fighting them, I think? Or maybe not. Oh, okay, never mind. So yeah, you do get certain things in— oh my god. There's actually quite a bit here. Endgame grinds, kill the Shaper, explore the Atlas, so yeah, there's quite a lot of achievements and challenges. I'm not really sure what this does. You can change the difficulty for achievement 2. I don't know if achievements give you anything special, if it's just to feel, you know, accomplished. And the world screen is apparently the overworld map. There's apparently a lot of places I should be going to right now. And then your social screen here, which is friends, guild, create party, and public parties, which I guess I would assume anyone can join. You can press tab for the overlay map, which will help as you're exploring. Oops. And escape for the microtransaction shop. Oh, and I can get a free engraved skull. How pretty. So actually, let's just take a look at some of the stuff here. So far, I don't really see anything that affects combat. Everything looks purely cosmetic so far, but then again, I'm just in the pets. Like, they don't say, oh, it gives you +2 strength. It's just to look really cool. Or get whatever you like. And I can get a cute little hedgehog to follow me, or a ghost swarm, or a bloodworm. Trails of blood as it follows you. And you can have firefly swarm and a chicken. Ooh, a spider. Infernal fox, lightning bat, black cat. Holy crap, there's a lot of options here. A spectral basilisk. But yeah, that seems— oops, I shot on accident. You can just buy weapon effects to make it look all cool. You can get footprint effects. Gore footprint, leave gory footprints, vampiric with bats, ebony, and necrotic. So yeah, this is actually really cool, and you just buy this stuff to make your character look really cool, and even buy alternate skill effects. Well, you can buy hideout decorations, of course they're not necessary, and a hideout is, I guess, something that was new, and it's almost like your own special base that comes along later, and it'll help you with like more endgame crafting maybe. And character effects, portal effects. Classic effects. So yeah, nothing really seems like pay to win or anything, but I just noticed here that you can buy a premium stash tab for your guild stash, and 10 extra guild member slots. So unlike other games, I guess you don't level up your guild like that, you just get more slots, you don't have to buy it. Then again, the default amount might be fine for the normal free player. But 100 doesn't seem like a lot, but I don't really know how much it would amount to. So yeah, I think they pretty much are truthful with that. With like how it's not very pay to win. There's events in PvP, but nothing for me here, and I think PvP happens later, or you can join the events here. But of course I am not interested in that because I am Squishy Wimp. And then of course options are there. So I'm just going to shut up a little bit and actually show some of the fighting, but you can probably guess how that goes. I think I'll try to go to the flooded depths because I didn't do that yet. It's somewhere in the submerged passage, so I'm gonna find that and travel here. Let's see if we find something interesting while I'm here. Oh, and I noticed that occasionally, it didn't really happen right away when I first started playing, but the maps didn't seem— the maps didn't seem to really respawn the enemies, but I'm not sure if it's because— if it depends how often you actually like play. It's, like I said, as soon as I start fighting, I already forget what I'm gonna say. But I want to say it like when I first started playing and I revisited places, unless I went past the story part, the maps didn't respawn enemies, so you couldn't really technically grind. But since I exited the game after I did the recording test, and then came back, that's when the enemies came back on this map. So I wonder if you just exit the game, it automatically respawns the map. So yeah, as you can tell, this is pretty much how the fighting works. I mean, it might work a little bit differently depending like what class you are, but I can't really stay up in their face. But honestly, with how hard these types of games seem, even as a melee character, I feel like you're supposed to kite around them in some form. Ooh, a big thing. A big shiny thing. Oh, it resists cold. I'm using cold on it. And something's hitting me, and I'm not even noticing. Oh, crap! Oh, jeez. Okay. That takes care of that. Ah, okay, so yeah. I think the game is also very skill-focused, like your basic attacks. Unless, of course, you have high strength, there are very good weapons that have bonus effects and status effects that can inflict. You focus on skills a lot, but with the way the potions work, you don't use them just once. They have several charges, and it takes more charges depending how depleted your mana or health is, I believe. And they recharge as soon as you go back to town, so you don't always have to constantly buy potions. And that's very helpful considering the currency is not like the standard games, like gold, silver, what have you. See, I'm just trying to not get into their face and stay at a distance and use my stuff. Since these ones line up, I can actually use shrapnel shot for a change, but these things take a lot more hits. Oh, crap, I missed. I mean, right in the face. I mean, I'm pretty sure that you can tell with all the clicking. I'm not sure if you can hear it. You probably can't hear it because I'm doing a different audio thing for once. But my mouse is all over the place trying to aim, but I turned it off just because I wasn't sure if seeing the mouse all over the place would actually be distracting. But yeah, I have to try to make sure I click and make sure I don't get into their face, which is kind of hard when you're attacking from range. But to help that out, I can actually hold shift and then just attack while I'm standing. But honestly, I don't get a chance to use that too much because they usually catch up to me real fast. So I have to run a lot. God, I'm stupid with that. Oh yes, and right to the upper right over here, you can see that the gem leveled up. So you just have to make sure you can right click to dismiss it without leveling up, or just level it up. I mean, why not just level it up while it's, you know, there? Especially because I'm actually kind of using it once in a while. I haven't really used it though, so I think they just level up as long as you're getting experience and not just because from using it. So you could be able to level up grind some gems this way. Get away from me. Ballista! Yeah! Oh god. God, I love that. It helps so much when there's all these enemies here. And there we go, and more. Ugh. I'm getting kind of, this is kind of reminding me a little bit of wow, I can't remember the name of it now, but it was a very Japanese looking and sounding game, and I had to kite around with my mallet. I even did a video on it, and I can't remember the title. Akanero Demon Hunters? Something like that? Yeah. Hey, zombies. See, again, sorry, I did warn you that it's not going to be very informative. I just started. But I just realized it's been a while, and I can't... There's Halloween events going on with, like, some MMOs I still have on my computer, but it's been so long since I played them, I would pretty much have to relearn them and probably start from scratch, and that would probably be a while. Where does this go? Into more enemies' faces, that's where it goes. Yeah, more enemy faces. Yeah, even though it's skill focused, I think one of the most helpful things I found so far is just anything that gives you... God, I hate how it's so dark in here. I can't really see anything ahead of time. But yeah, I think mana regeneration is super helpful, especially if you're kind of stingy like me and you don't want to use your potions too much. Unless you're like fighting something really hard and we'll probably need it like that. Ugh. Oh, jeez. I gotta use shift more often. Oh, hey, I leveled up. Where was I going with this? Apparently I went down here. A quick step. I think that's all I wanted. Because I want evasion and attack speed and movement speed because I'm running around like a crazed chicken most of the time. Oh, I actually don't have requirements for it, but what are the requirements? Just because I'm not right next to it? I hope that's it, because it says requirements not met, so I think it's just because I'm not right next to it. I even get... Wow, she actually does have a... I like how even though you're not really, like... Even though you can't directly, you know, customize your character's appearance or anything or change their class, you do have a lot of options, because I just saw this. That I actually get increased physical damage when holding a shield if I get this, more defense when with a shield, and more block chance. So I can actually try and get myself a little bit more defensive and tanky if I want to. More block chance when dual wielding, more dual wielding. So I can actually block while dual wielding. Dang, so this is gonna take me too long to decide, so I'm just not gonna upgrade anything right now. I'm mostly trying to find the flooded depths to complete this quest, but I might... Honestly, I think I'm already hitting the 30-minute mark, because I just tend to ramble on and on. Ugh. God, these things are annoying. Ugh.
That would only slow me down.
And inventory's full already. Well, I'll come back for the stuff later. Yes, but I would like to try and find the flooded depths wherever it is. Ugh. Oh my god, so many of them back here. Ugh. Is this the way to flooded depths? No. I am completely lost, aren't I? Oh wait, I can go somewhere here unless that's just saying it's like... Oh, wait. No, it's the ledge. I don't want that. So I'm just gonna try and wander around lost for a little bit longer. Actually, wait, I think I'm just gonna pause it. That's a smart thing to do. So, because it says the Dweller of the Deep, so I might find something, some kind of bossy type thing. So, yeah, be back. Hey, I found it. Let's see if I live. So, yeah, sorry if this is kind of getting a little bit long, but I thought at least I should try and do like a full kind of questy thing where it's telling me to go and find something kind of new that I haven't really done yet. And speaking of that, here is an essence challenge if you choose to do that once you start playing. Well, not these. These are just... Let me make sure there's nothing else around here, and there is. So yeah, just trying to make sure there's nothing else close by, because I'm probably going to be running around a lot. This is a very confined space, and this essence challenge is probably going to kill me, and if it does, maybe that'll be a good stopping point. But yeah, you'll see these crystallized monsters if you choose that mode, and you go to the main thing right here. That tells you what you could get if you defeat it, the Whispering Essence of Greed. And if you defeat them, you get that essence, and usually you can power up your weapons or armor with really good buffs or such things. And to do it, you need to click on it 3 times to free it, and then you get a crap ton of monsters, usually also very strong, and they can kill you very easily. So yeah, let's see if I die. Come Mountain play! Oh my god. Oh! Oh, that was actually really easy. The first time I did this, it was terrible. What the heck? Is my ballista really that overpowered? Twig Spirit Shield? Oh, that would be for the witch.
That would only slow me down.
It. Blah! Yeah, unidentified. Crested Spike. And I'll pick up the new thing. And what is the essence? Whispering Essence of Greed. Upgrades a normal item to rare item with one guaranteed property. Properties restricted to low 35 and below. Weapon gets a 0.5 to 0.7% physical attack damage leashed as life. Armor 5 to 14 to maximum life. Quiver extra 0.7 to 0.5% chance of physical damage leashed as life. So if I had two of them and put them on my bow and my quiver, I would be leeching life like a bat, I guess. That fell flat. Anyway, belt increased flask life recovery rate and other jewelry, 1 to 2 life regenerated per second. Not bad. But again, I'm very indecisive right now, so let's see if I can find the Dweller of the Deep. And see if I can surprisingly survive that encounter too. Did I just find a skill? Yes, I did. That's a first. Bleh. Caustic Arrow. I should have read it more. Area of Effect. Fires an arrow which deals additional chaos damage to enemies it hits and creates a caustic cloud. Enemies in the cloud take chaos damage over time. Oh wait, yeah, I was actually offered that once, but I could probably learn it now. Yes, I have one more free green slot. And I could take it out anytime, so sure, why not? I'll just socket it right in my shoes. And now all my skill slots are full. I probably won't even remember it. That's it? Oh, okay, there it is. I see it now. Yeah, I'm not gonna remember I have it. They attack so fast I usually forget what the heck I should have or what I should use. There, now I'll use it. And it didn't help much. Ugh. Crap, wrong button. The scale vest is unidentified, so it could have something special with it, and you use wisdom scrolls to identify them. So you use them to purchase things, and you could also stockpile them if you want to make sure you'll, identify special things. And also sometimes when you kick open these barrels, they'll explode on you, deal some health damage. Just saying! Is that the Dweller of the Deep? I may have found him. Caustic Cloud spam! Caustic Cloud spam! Spam! Oh! That hit me, or is that me hitting it with the ice? Yup, it's the Dweller. Okay, I might live. Just... crap! I just walked right in front of their shots. Stop summoning your things. I don't like your things.
That would only slow me down.
I got it. I'm not dead. Oh crap, I forgot he just loses his shell. Whoa! Screw that. Mana. I'm just gonna stay here and shoot it. Yeah! I took damage, but whatever. Just keep shooting. I'm tired of dizzy going around in circles. Serrated arrow quiver? I don't think that's any better, is it? It's 1 to 4 physical attack damage with bows. Yeah, I have increased accuracy with this. And 10 to dexterity. Mine's better. A goat's horn. Unidentified special. Rawhide boots. And those ones can be identified, so I kind of want that. They might be better than the ones I ditched. Orb of Transmutation. Bam. Yeah! And the short bow is unidentified too. And it has 2... okay. Unidentified. Don't need that. Energy shield. Oh wait, and that also might help you be tanky and survive longer if you're an up-close kind of combatant. You have a thing called an energy shield, and if you keep stacking it, it will take damage before you do. So, yeah, it's like extra health when you need it to survive a bit longer. Where the heck is it? Okay, whole bunch of unidentified stuff. So now let's just go back to town and level up that gem. I don't even know which one was leveling up, it just does. Yeah, talk to him. Can I actually teleport from here? I don't think so. Nope. So yes, I will be right back. I'll probably end the video after I get back to town and complete it, and just to see what the heck all that all the properties are with the unidentified stuff I found, all the loots. Okay, actually, you know what? I'm really stupid. Instead of just before going back, I should probably show a very useful thing. If your, inventory gets full, which it will very easily, and you just want to keep gathering more stuff to sell it, make sure you buy portal scrolls, because bam, use it, go back to town, and then the portal stays there, so you can go back to where you were to finish getting the rest of the loot you couldn't pick up. So yeah, I just figured I should at least say that, and it's also still quicker even if I do pause the video. Right, I should actually identify them first. Right click. That. Only plus 10 to maximum life. I get 12 and increased stun and block recovery. Nope. I don't really care for that because I don't really need it. I just wanted to sell it. Let's see that. 4% all elemental resistances, 12% increased armor and energy shield. Ooh. Infixed Plankite Shield of the Whelping. I love the names for these. I think that's one of the most fun things about identifying these kind of things. Now let's get the short bow. Short bow of the cloud. 7 lightning resistance, that's boring. I'm gonna identify the others two just to see what their names would be. Golem Chant Twig Spirit Shield. Golem Chant, really? Increased spell damage, +1 to level of socketed cold gems. 15 maximum mana, 6% increased energy shield, 10 lightning resistance, 7... That does a lot. That's cool. If only I was a witch. Then again, I would probably be dying a lot more if I was. One-handed mace. Heated Darkwood Scepter of Skill. So 12% increased elemental damage and adds 1 to 3 fire damage and 7% increase in attack speed. Blah 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 blah. So actually, I wonder if the elemental damage actually stacks with the damage it does, and instead of 1 to 3, it'll be bonus. Probably not. It still says only 1 to 3. But I'm not sure if the stash is shared between characters I make, so I might. So that's why I'm stashing so many random things that sound good, just in case it does. And I don't need that, and I don't need that, and I'm going to sell these. Get some. And apparently, if you sell, whether they're identified or not, if you actually find special things that have properties in it, you won't get just the scrolls. You'll usually get like special shards, like the alteration shard. Stacks of 20 becomes an orb of alteration. So yeah. Anyway, sorry I wasn't very informative, or I couldn't really tell you much, or not even probably much gameplay. But honestly, there's not really much more I could show you. That's like just how the game works. You just get the gems you want and upgrade them and do your massive skill tree of death, and then make the character you kind of want to play, even if the gender locked classes might make you think otherwise. So anyway, thanks for watching, and probably by the time this is uploaded, it's Halloween weekend or even Halloween. So yeah, happy Halloween, and hopefully it won't be as violent and stuff as this world is. Okay, bye!